Hey guys, Pastor John with Lakeshore Baptist Church. I wanted to personally speak to you about the current plan for LSBC as we move forward during this global health situation. The latest mandates from Governor Larry Hogan dictate that all gatherings of more than 50 people be suspended or postponed. To be in compliance with this new regulation, we will not be having Sunday worship services for the next 2 weeks, March 22nd and March 29th. This may continue beyond that point, but we will be making our decisions 2 weeks at a time so as to be able to adequately assess the current regulations and climate as we move forward. On Sundays, we will be hosting a virtual worship service that will go up at 10 a.m. Details on how to participate will be released later this week. In addition, all activities at the church are suspended for the aforementioned dates. That includes on-site or off-site small groups, Bible studies, meetings, rehearsals, or gatherings. The church offices will be in effect closed. However, please feel free to contact us by phone or email. Your pastors and staff will still be checking voicemails and emails and are here for you. So what can we do during this time of heightened awareness, heightened anxiety, and heightened uncertainty? As I mentioned in my message Sunday, Christians should always have a response to the world's problems that's drastically different than the world's response. This is no different, and we are presented with a tremendous opportunity to practice what we preach. I believe, and I hope you believe, God can and will be glorified through these uncertain times. First and foremost, pray. Pray for one another. Pray for those affected by this illness. Pray for those whose lives will be affected economically and otherwise by this uncertainty. And pray that we submit ourselves to God's will in these uncertain times. I promise you that all decisions made by this church will be saturated in prayer. Make sure your decisions are submitted to the Lord in prayer as well. Secondly, let's all exercise a bit of grace. If you continue on with certain activities that others have ceased, that does not make you inherently irresponsible. If you suspend your activities and hunker down, that does not mean you have a lack of faith. Follow the Lord's leading in your life and in your activities. Next, count your blessings. What a unique time to be restricted in our gatherings. We have a tremendous amount of resources and communication tools at our disposal. If this situation had occurred 15 or 20 years ago, many of us considering working from home or utilizing virtual worship experiences would not have had the ability to do so. In 2020, most of us have the ability to digitally plug into anything around the world, right in our pocket. This is one of the many blessings afforded to us during this difficult time. Also, and this is important, be a beacon of truth during uncertain times. The information we share is critical because each of us, through the power of email and social media, has an audience like never before. Many people are sharing statistics and articles that diminish the seriousness of this pandemic, and those statistics just aren't accurate. Likewise, many are sharing information that contributes to the validity and the urgency of the pandemic, and that information isn't accurate either. False information that increases or diminishes anxiety is never helpful if it's false. And as Christians, we should never facilitate such nonsense. There are tremendous resources to get accurate, up-to-date information. Your social media newsfeed is probably not one of those places. Please, 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 do not click and share information of which you aren't 110% is certain and true. This is a good tip, even after the pandemic is over. And finally, Jesus says the world will know who we are by how we love. Find ways to be kind. Help those who are struggling with childcare when they have to work. Check on the elderly and at risk. Absolutely refuse to give into the world's mentality of me first. Our actions during this difficult time can and will point people to the source of our hope, Jesus Christ. I would encourage you as you are able to continue to give to the work of Lakeshore Baptist Church. We are certainly going to enter a time of conservative fiscal choices, but the work and obligations of the church go on even if we are not meeting. You can utilize our online giving portal at lakeshorebaptist.org. As many will be affected by this crisis, I'm sure the church will be presented with more opportunities to help than ever before, and your contributions ensure that we are able to continue to do that. So stay in touch with us, and we'll stay in touch with you. Information on our Sunday morning virtual worship service will be made available in the coming days. Take care of each other. God bless.